and the initial planning to help you schedule everything before you even get started. An example, at my job, I work at IUPUI Renovations Group. We use a program which I'm about to talk about called Microsoft Project, which when we get a project, we'll map out all the steps of it, and we'll give that to not only the contractors who are performing the work, but also the people who we're performing work for, so they're up to speed. And it's just a real good graphical representation of what exactly they're going to get. How are they constructed? Gantt chart is created by inputting project tasks ranged by the start date to the end date in a series of horizontal bars. There are several programs that you can use to develop Gantt charts. Some of these are Microsoft Project, which is this yellow one down here, which is the one I was telling you about that we use. Another one is called Smart Draw, which is this middle one, and another one is called Project Kickstart, which is this, the one farthest to the left. Potential issues with Gantt charts, they're really good for projects that are 30 to 40 or less tasks, because once you get beyond that, it just starts to smush everything together and it's hard to read. Also, because they focus only on the schedule, it's hard to tell what's the most critical milestone and what's not. It just shows you when they happen, when they occur. Another issue is when you're displaying a large amount of dependencies of tasks, you start to get these lines that just start crossing everywhere, and it's really hard to read what needs to be done before you can move on to the next task. Next, Will's going to talk about line drawings.
Hey, my name is William, and I'm going to talk about line drawings and what they are. And they basically are specific types of graphics used to represent or show readers a clear representation of what you're trying to convey. They allow the reader to see detailed information of various types of components. They often show exploded views of assemblies. Allows the reader basically just shows sections, may or may not show sections of internal components of assemblies. There are 4 different types. The most commonly used are representational diagrams, cutaway diagrams, exploded diagrams, and schematics, and I will talk about a little bit about each one of them. The first one, representational diagrams. Here's an example. It's a sequential event space diagram, and basically they're used to display the actual representation of an object. They usually point out specific events or elements of a particular component. Key features may be highlighted to emphasize the importance. Cutaway diagrams. Grab this one from a diagram of a jet engine for Rolls-Royce. They're used to show the internal components, give the reader a better understanding of what's going on, what's taking place. A lot of times you'll see them in sections on drawings. They're useful to basically to show the internal geometry of component. You see exploded diagrams. You see this a lot on drawings in industry, worldwide. They usually show the various components and how they are assembled together. Just allows the reader greater clarity of how everything comes together. And schematic diagrams, they are used to represent the layout or configuration of a specific components within a system. A lot of times you'll see them in electrical or HVAC drawings, architectural drawings. They show the reader how each individual component is related to the next component in the system. And in summary, you'll see various of these types of line drawings in the industry, from engineering, architecture, civil engineering, I mean, across the board, you'll see line drawings. They're used in many applications where the detailed representation of the graphics are needed for clarity. Some of the methods that they can be used or created by, you can just have a simple sketch or drafting tools, whether it be on a table or computer, or using, like I said, computer software. Pro-E, I mean, there's numerous amounts of software out there that generate line drawings. They're usually accompanied with titles, if they're displayed in a book or something, just to give them an idea of what that particular line drawing is. And like I said, there's a common understanding with line drawings across the industry. You know, as long as you have proper knowledge and education, you'll know exactly how to read the line drawing. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Keith, and he's going to talk about photographs.
Yeah, photograph. We all have come across photographs so much that we tend to take them